Thank you for clicking on this video, you guys. I purposefully made this thumbnail super vague because in a digital world with social media all over the place, nothing remains a secret. But I have a secret for you. This is one of the best waterfalls in Washington State. So this is my gift to you. Let's get into it. So Walupt Creek Falls is a waterfall that's located in the Goat Rocks Wilderness. It's located right up to where Walupt Lake is. The waterfall actually dumps into the Cispus River. So to get to this waterfall, the easiest way is to take Highway 12 to Forest Road 21. It's just west of the town of Packwood, about 17 miles up, and then you take the Walupt Lake Road on your way to Walupt Lake. Just before the lake, you'll reach Walupt Horse Camp. You want to specifically look for Horse Camp number 9, because where you'll want to park is on the other side of the road. This is where the trail starts. So what does this trail look like? So the trail stats are, it's only 1.9 miles with a total elevation gain of 413 feet. So the best time to visit this hike is anytime the road is open, typically from around June until October, until the snows hit. Anytime in there you'll be able to go, but check the road status to be sure that the road is open. So once when you start this trail, you're following a well-worn boot path. It's not a maintained trail, so you're going to go over lots of logs, around logs, under logs, and over a stream. You follow the trail down through the forest, and within a short distance you come to the creek. Now it's really difficult to find a place to cross the creek without actually getting your feet wet. We tried this spot here, and well, we got our feet wet. So after you cross the creek, the trail just continues on alongside the creek. Never really fully leaves the creek very much, so if you don't see the creek or hear the creek, you've gotten off trail. The creek's never really that far away. It's always within sight, always within earshot. The stream crossing and the boot path itself actually adds a lot of fun to this hike because it is unmaintained, so you're going over logs, you're going under logs, you're trying to navigate, trying to cross a creek, and it just kind of builds the excitement to where you're going. Just adds to the fun. And the trail is really not hard to navigate. It's pretty well marked. Just keep note that there are a couple ribbons tied to some trees. When you come back, when you see those ribbons, you're getting close to where you need to cross the creek again. But the trail continues down the creek, and as you make your way down, the creek starts to have more like these small little waterfalls. They're kind of like these neat little slide waterfalls, and they get more numerous the further along you go, until you get to a viewpoint of Walupt Creek Falls. Now please keep in mind the viewpoint at the top of Walupt Creek Falls is highly exposed, so please be very careful. So if you reach the viewpoint and you decide, this is beautiful enough, let's go back. Shame on you, because you're missing the best part. From here, the trail descends very steeply down to the Cispus River. At one point, there is a rope that you can hang on to help navigate your way down. But just know, it is very steep. On the right side is kind of cliffy, so just keep that in mind. Don't get too close to the edge. The Cispus River kind of goes around a delta, and you kind of walk around that delta. And when you come around the back side of it, you see the Walupt Creek entering the Cispus River right there, and you get your first real good view of Walupt Creek Falls. And from here, this is where the fun is had, because the shape of the waterfall is so unique. The way that it comes down off the cliff and then kind of concaves out toward the river allows you to walk up the waterfall. Now keep in mind, if there's too much water from spring runoff, you're not going to be able to walk up because the water is going to be too pushy. Regardless, it's beautiful. So one thing to note, the waterfall is about 220 feet high, but it's also almost just as wide as it is tall. So what are the things I liked about this hike? Well, the hike itself. Having it be an unmaintained trail and having to navigate across the creek, going over logs, going under logs, adds to the excitement and fun to this hike. And the falls itself is so much fun. I challenge you to find a waterfall that you have more fun at than this one. And that's partly why it makes it one of the best waterfalls in the state of Washington. To be able to walk up a waterfall is quite a unique experience that you're not going to find very many places. And that's why this hike is the gold standard. But here's a really good tip for you guys. If you hit it at the right time of year, there's a sweet spot for this waterfall. If you go too early in the year, the water will be too high from the spring runoff to where you can't walk up the water safely because the water will be too pushy. Or if you go too late in the year, there's not as much water coming off the waterfall, so it's less dramatic. But if you go between late June, depending on snowpack, and mid-July, typically that time frame is like the sweet spot where you can still walk up the water where the water's not too pushy, but it's still very dramatic in the way that it falls off the cliff. Guys, I love this waterfall. It's one of my favorites in the state of Washington. Let me know if you've been it in the comments below, or what do you think is the most underrated waterfall in Washington state? Let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.